Have you ever noticed something strange? Your cat meows at you. When you wake up, when you enter a room, sometimes it even seems like your cat is trying to have an entire conversation. But when other people visit, silence. No meows. No conversations. Almost as if your cat is speaking a language reserved only for you. So why does your cat meow at you, but not at everyone else? The answer reveals something fascinating about how cats communicate, and it may completely change the way you see your relationship with your cat. Before we begin, if you enjoy discovering the hidden science and mysteries behind cat behavior, consider subscribing to Feline Mind. We explore the fascinating world your cat experiences every day. And today's mystery is one of the most surprising of all. Most people assume that cats meow to communicate with other cats. It seems like a reasonable assumption. After all, cats meow. So surely they must use those sounds with each other. But, surprisingly, that's not usually the case. Adult cats rarely spend their days meowing back and forth to one another. Instead, they communicate using body language, posture, tail movements, facial expressions, scent markings, and many other silent signals that humans rarely notice. In fact, if you watched a group of cats interacting in the wild, you might be surprised by how quiet they are. Which raises an interesting question. If cats don't naturally meow very much to other cats, then why do they meow so much to us? To answer that question, we need to go back to the very beginning of a cat's life. When kittens are born, they are completely dependent on their mother. They can't hunt. They can't defend themselves. They can't survive alone. So they need a way to get attention, a way to communicate, a way to say, "I'm here, I'm hungry, I need you." And that's where meowing begins. Kittens meow constantly to their mother. It's one of the first communication tools they ever learn. But something interesting happens as they grow older. As cats become adults, they rely less and less on those sounds when interacting with other cats. Yet somehow, many continue meowing throughout their entire lives. Why? Because they discover something remarkable. Humans respond. A kitten quickly learns that a meow can make a human look. A meow can bring food. A meow can open a door. A meow can create interaction. And over time, many cats begin using that same vocal language with the people around them. Some researchers even believe that domestic cats have adapted their meows specifically for communicating with humans. In other words, your cat may be speaking a language designed especially for you. But there's an even more fascinating reason why your cat talks to you and not everyone else. Cats are constantly observing, far more than most people realize. They watch your routines, your habits, your reactions, the times you wake up, the times you leave, the sounds you make, the way you move through your home. And over time, they begin learning something very important. Who responds? Imagine your cat meows. You look at them. You speak to them. You walk over. You pet them. Maybe you even give them food. From your cat's perspective, that's valuable information. The meow worked. The communication succeeded. Now imagine another person in the house. The cat meows. Nothing happens. No response. No attention. No reward. Over time, your cat begins to notice the difference. And without realizing it, you may have taught your cat that you're the person worth talking to, which is why some cats seem incredibly chatty with one family member and almost completely silent with everyone else. But that's only part of the story, because cats aren't just learning who responds. They're also learning who matters most. Many people underestimate how good cats are at recognizing humans. Your cat knows your voice, your footsteps, your daily routines, even the unique sounds you make around the house. Studies have shown that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from the voices of strangers. which means that long before your cat sees you, it often already knows you're there. This may explain why some cats begin meowing the moment you walk through the front door, or why they suddenly appear when they hear your voice from another room. To your cat, you're not just another human. You're a familiar part of its world, a predictable presence, a source of comfort. And when cats feel comfortable with someone, communication becomes easier, more natural, more frequent. But there may be one final reason why your cat chooses to talk specifically to you. And it's probably the most emotional reason of all. Humans often think communication is about getting something: food, attention, help. But relationships are more complicated than that. And sometimes communication exists simply because two individuals enjoy interacting with each other. Over months and years, your cat develops a relationship with you. It learns your routines, learns your presence, learns that life feels normal when you're nearby. And for some cats, meowing becomes part of that relationship, not because they need food, not because they want a treat, not because they're trying to manipulate you, but because communication itself has become rewarding. A simple exchange, a familiar interaction, a way of acknowledging someone important. In a strange way, every meow may be your cat's version of saying, "I know you're there, and I want you to know that I'm here too." So the next time your cat walks into the room and starts meowing at you, pause for a moment, because what sounds like a simple noise may actually be something much more meaningful, a behavior shaped by thousands of years of evolution, a language built specifically for humans, a habit strengthened by trust, and perhaps even a sign of a bond that exists between the two of you. Maybe your cat isn't meowing because it's hungry. Maybe it isn't meowing because it wants a treat. Maybe, in its own unique way, your cat is simply trying to talk to you. After all, out of all the people it knows, you are the one it has learned to communicate with. And perhaps that's why some cats save their voice for only one person, the person they trust the most. Subscribe to Feline Mind for more feline mysteries, and we'll see you in the next one.